shiny gems. I know, I'm late. I'm sorry. Ah, yes. We're really, 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 really late. I do apologize. It happens. It does happen. But yeah, I know, I'm late. I'm importantly late. Super, super late. Ah, but I am here. And in all fairness, I did stream this morning, so what can I say? Let's see. If you're next to a Twitterfication device, go ahead and retweet that tweet so we can get some more beautiful shiny gems in here. And then, of course, if you need the Discords, there's the Discords. If you would like to also vote for community choice, now is the time to do it. You get the choice between Path of Exiles, Stardew Valley, Dead by Daylight, and Art. It looks like Art and Path of Exiles is winning by 1, as a tie, basically. So, if you're interested in either one of those, go ahead and vote. Vote once. You're only allowed to vote once. Vote once, okay? Just once is enough. Otherwise, there would be too much of a tie. Let's see. And of course, there is the YouTubes. We transfer all of our full playthroughs, like our Stardew Valley and Path of Exiles acts, over there. Although, granted, right this very minute, they're slowly being released. They're all transferred over there now, but not published for a little bit, unfortunately, and I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. This way I don't bombard the entire channel with a bunch of stuff. So, let's see, what else is there? Also, if you're wanting to be part of Loot Link, that's what the boss up there is for, and the red coins. I have just posted. It allows you to gain red coins, so you can purchase gold coins to roll for some games. I have some games listed if you follow that link. Also, we are a part of quest mode. If you do a bunch of quests, you eventually get a free sub. Alright. Now that spew is all over, shall we get started? We are playing Moon Has Claws. Alright. And we're in Act 9. And I think could be. This is Act 9. Yep, we're in Act 9. This is the second part of Act 9, so we're just gonna keep going. And keep going. If you have any questions about the game, please do let me know. I'd be happy to answer them best to my ability. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going. I need to go here so I can go there. Correct? Correct. Okay. Then we'll be in Act 10. Our job is to kill a bunch of gods so we can weaken Itava enough so we can destroy him. That's basically what we're doing. Oh, and since I got my bleed explosions, I'm super happy. What? You're not dead yet? How dare you not be dead? Look at all those explosions. Oh, so beautiful. I love it so much. Hello. Didn't he just die? Or was that my imagination? That must have been my imagination. Oh well. Such is the way of life. Click. Thank you. Again, click. There we go. Alright, we are a bit weak, but that is okay. I forgot what we were. So we got all of those nodes. Let's grab this last bit of health node here. So that way we can say we're done with that. So our next step is to grab this group of health nodes. Yeah, we're kind of lacking in the health department at the moment. Really, really, really lacking. Because having only about 2k health, 3k health at this level is not a good thing.
For the machine.
Not a good thing at all. There's like 3 of them here. Around here. Food for the machine. Lead explosions. That's what we'd like to see. Gotta get Fortify up. Would you stop doing that? You got a whole group right in here. Beautiful. Look at all that. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You gotta wait until almost level, I think, 70 before we even have the ability to use a lot of the stuff that we have in our thing. Honestly, all I'm looking for is this. Thank you.
Good on.
Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Now we're in the... or what I'm calling this one. Everything must die. Can't wait for my claws! My real claws! I need my real claws. I need my real claws. That is for sure. I need my real claws. That is for sure. I died. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Be finding the... aha! There we go. Got the acid left. Basically, the acid. Wait. As long as you don't detonate corpses like I just saw you about to do. I take that and then you can die. See? See? That's how we do things. Okay, now where? Back down. I can remember the way out. I'm pretty sure I could if I actually paid attention, but whatever. Killing these guys isn't bad. It gives you a ton of... Okay, now what do we need in here? Fill the boulder back. Okay, fine. That was chaos orb. There it is. Ah, I found you. Bye. Well, now you're just... Right. Sorry I killed you so easily. Guys were stronger than that. Okay. Go find the exit. To the entrance of the other way. Should be around here somewhere. I hope it is. Money! Money! Okay. Money! That's not what I meant, but okay. Here's the exit. Hi, I would like to... 1 second. Like to buy your enlightened support listed for PCs. Okay. Right to party. Let's see. Trade. Let's see. Grab that one. Oh, you left the party. Guess you don't want it anymore. Fine by me. Not what. Okay.
Ah, our relic hunter returns.
You could make a regular go at this.
How about it, hero? Leave behind your warmongering ways and work for us.
No? Well, never mind. In any case...
Here's that reward we promised.
Thank you. Now I need you... Let me sell stuff to you.
See ya.
Right, and what can I
You
say?
have done well, but our concoction requires both acid and powder. Return to me when you have collected the second partner in our corrosive duo.
You know, for a god, he sure makes everybody else do his bidding. Doesn't he? I believe he does. I believe, I believe, I believe, believe. He does. Alright. Oh, I didn't even check to see what level I'm.
Just in time. Ah, there you are.
You see, I'm a tad bit busy and did not mean to. Okay. Now we can click.
Hello, Exile.
And view the temple.
There you are. Ready to revisit the past?
And then decide where I'm
The
going.
more you kill, the more you change my
I don't like
and the
poisonous
closer
plants.
we get
So we'll
to
go
the
north.
temple in the present
And then
day.
hopefully connect to that one.
Let's have a look at... Let's go.
Would you guys stop trying to separate it? It's actually kind of irritating. That's where I wanted to go anyways. That helped.
Good job. As Carpa's
I don't care.
just in time.
Okay.
There you are. Ready to revisit the past? The more you kill, the more you change my map. And the closer... It's time. Good job, Exile.
Well, that went really well. I still need my guns,
Anyone
basically.
who harbor the same lust for chaos as Heohi. Well, setting them up like this only...
You need one more room. Be connected.
Just in time.
Is it? I question. She keeps telling me it's just in time, but I still seriously question it.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past? The more you kill, the more you change my map. And the closer we get to finding the temple in the present day.
I like
Here's the plan.
the top. Whoa.
It's time.
Hello. Wow, I almost died. Is this the new Diablo? No. This is Path of Exiles. Ross Godley. But yeah, a lot of people have said that it's, and I'll have to agree, it's basically the new Diablo. It's a new Diablo. I died. Oh. Here's your friends. I need to kill this guy. How are you today? Ow, that hurt. Thank you for that follow. I hope you're enjoying yourself this afternoon-ish. Yeah, we're trying to finish the axe. Oh my god, seriously? Die. Thank you. I love you blue packs, but seriously, some days. Now that was impressive. Have you played this game before? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. We're missing one monster.
Good job, Exile.
It is free to play. It's on Steam, on mobile now, and and it's on console too.
Without a rival, Charlotte's sure to step up his recruitment efforts.
So whatever device you may play on, it is free to play. They're just ending the league, so kind of keep that in mind. You might want to wait until a new league begins. I recommend new players always start at a new league because the marketplace is refreshed every time, so you're not trying to scramble for a ton of money just to pay for some low-level gear to get you in to end game. But I don't think the new league starts until the next week sometime. I usually play in standard, so it doesn't really bother me when the leagues close. So I used to play in leagues. The reason I switched over is because I want to eventually get to an end game. I'm a very slow player, so I play it cautiously and slowly. This character we're just redoing because I accidentally deleted this character and I wanted to play with everybody here. So we just working on the main storyline, getting through all the acts. We're in Act 9, and there's 10 acts, so we're almost done. Once we get through the labs as well, we'll be pretty good. The labyrinths that help you ascend. Ooh, look, a strong box. I can't trust this stuff. Not dead yet? You're supposed to be dead. Thank you. Nope, you're not my speedy boots, so I don't care. I like my speedy boots, my speedy boots. That's the only pair of boots I care about. My speedy boots. Only uniques I ever care about for boots are my speedy boots. They make me run fast, and they give me some energy shield. My speedy boots, gotta have your speedy boots. Alright, this way. Good level. We hit the quarry. Where are we? What are we looking for? You will tell me. Yeah. Gotta go. Fine. Speedy boots are awesome. Have you played Diablo at least? That's a bigger question. I assume you have, considering. Okay. Innocent to go this way. I mean, Sin wants me to go that way. Innocence doesn't care because he doesn't exist at the moment. Will though. I will revive him. I hate this map. Hate this type of map. Hate this type of map. So much. That's why. Too many freaking compartments.
Money.
Ooh, Chaos Orb. Take that. I just have to kill this one guy that's somewhere in this freaking map. Really don't like him. But can we please get this over with? Yeah, attacking nothing is gonna help you a lot. I'm sure it'll help you loads for attacking nothing. Why don't you just kill what I asked you to kill? La da 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 da. There we go. Blood explosions. Actually, they're called bleed explosions, but I like to call them blood explosions. Finally, we found the dummy. Needs to die. Hey, that's cheeky. I call hacks. You jerk. Seriously? You. Okay, now we get out of here by going the other way, I guess. Because we want to kill monsters. And level. But we still hate this place. So many levels. Loathe this place. Loathe it. We're like the Grinch who loathed Christmas until he had a change of heart. But I'm not having a change of heart. Well, as long as you're not trying to explode corpses, I'm good. Why am I slow? Being slow. We're Speedy Moon. Actually, no, we're not Speedy. Speedy Moon has almost 200% movement speed. Speedy Moon does not have any problems moving. Okay. Hard to kill what you cannot catch. Okay, let's do this. Crap, I normally like to be in town when I do this, I think. That, because we're after these life nodes here. Oh, get back here, big meanie. Big coward. You coward! I'll say again, you're a stupid coward. Dude, you can't kill somebody who's moving as fast as I am. Seriously? I'm not even doing damage to her. Come on, lady. I do what? A little bit of damage, and then she goes into invincibility mode. Hi there. How's it going? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Do not do that. That hurt. How are you doing? I would read your name, but at the moment, I'm trying not to die. So I do apologize. Is she dead? No, she's not dead. Die! Just die already! You go into that invincibility stance and it sucks. Stay away from me. There you are. Now die! Thank you. Ugh.
My love. You were too beautiful for this ugly world. I shall find you in the next.
Hello, Hatsu Sanya? Sanya? Or Sanja? Hatsu. Pat. How about I just call you Pat? Unless you want to tell me how to pronounce your name. Because clearly I'm not getting it. Hello, how are you today? I hope you're doing well.
It shames me to know the horrors wrought by our hands here and now. Garo-Khan was complicated, but she was also stubborn, and never would have thought to change her ways. We have given her a sky burial. That is the best we can do. Even in the old times, she was vain beyond comparison. It was her ambition that corrupted her, despite all my warning words. Well, look now, where ambition has gotten you, my love.
Okay. Yay, we're done with the Pantheon. I'm gonna pick this up. I gotta decide what I'm doing with the Pantheon really quickly here. Alright, so you cannot be stunned if you've been stunned or you blocked a stunning hint the past 2 seconds. Stun block recovery. You cannot be frozen if you've been frozen recently. Reduce effects of pains. Chance to dodge. Avoid projectiles. Reduction in physical. I think Lunarness probably the best. And then Solaris for bosses, basically. Alright, and then let's see. Evade attacks hits if you've taken a savage hit. Full damage. Increase movement speed while I'm burning juice. Physical damage reduction for each hit you've taken recently up to 5% maximum. Enemies that have hit you with an attack recently have 8% attack speed. Perfect. Okay, so actually pretty good on that one. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Money.
Thanks. I don't think so, though. Okay, now we need to go to the Black Core.
And so my mistakes are put to rest, and the mighty general has fallen. We honor them both with this brew. Here we stand, amidst the coagulating remnants of my creation. Funny, isn't it? Once I placed my beast on a pedestal as my pride and joy. Yet now I send you to breach the hull of my pet's fouling black core. I have brewed for us a potion from the remnants of our harvesting hunt. I shall apply this fermentation to the weakened membrane, and meet you within the black core where we shall further our agenda.
So into the belly of the beast he'll go as soon as we stop at the time. Because clearly we need to give our thing to either Ishna or Tatsumi?
Now that I have both ingredients, I shall brew us a nice cup of what we need. There has never been a substance more corrosive than this, apart from my dear Garukan's sarcastic wit. Let us meet soon at the blood pools surrounding the lesion, and from there we shall burn ourselves a pathway into the belly of the beast.
Yeah, we kind of know that. So, do we want to give it to Tatsune? Or Tatsune? Or... What the heck? Dude, you're all on flames. I mean, it looks epic, but... Seriously, you're on flames! You're on fire, literally. Whoever gets the feather will rule Highgate. Oh, it should be a female. They're always ruled by matriarch.
Not since the fall of Destret has this Akara seen so sad a moment. Our gods are false. Our Sekima is dead. But you, outsider, you offer hope. Without the feather, Tatsune will be unable to take control of Highgate, no matter how much he lies and whines. My people will never allow it. And Oyun's passing leaves me with only one course of action. I will take the Sakema feather and mount the saddle of Highgate. It will be a difficult journey ahead. Our faith has died with the gods you have slain, yet I know in my heart that we will find a way to go on. For your troubles, outsider, perhaps I was wrong, and good can come from beyond our borders.
Okay, so we gave it to Ishra instead of that. Drop off everything we have here. I think. Alright, yeah. Okay, so the 1x2. This one. 2x2. Alright, and then you're just quality. Yep. Okay. Oh, and we got a level. Or, well, we got a point. Yeah, we're gonna hit up the health nodes. We really need the health nodes. You have to stay for yourself now.
It seems as though fate shan't be content with just the taking of my eyes. It is pernicious enough to steal my vision from me as well. I had planned to lead my people into a brighter, better future with the passing of our dear Oyun. But fate uses you to torment me. Still, I must not despair. Time is on my side, and in Rayclast, nobody remains in Sakema for long.
He's got a point.
You've done yourself proud today, Exile.
Yep. Definitely got a point. Alright, into the belly of the beast we go. Yay! I think we're almost done with Act 9. We'll be in Act 10, the most annoying act in the world. Act 5 and Act 10, the most annoying acts in the world. In the universe. In the galaxy. In the whole world, yeah. We'll continue with the word world. So, how many want to bet I'm going the wrong way? Well, whoever bet won that I went the wrong way. Twice. Now. You just need a dive, dude. Thank you. going the wrong way. Half the time I only see the monsters because my curse on them. See, I went the wrong way again. I'd swear I was doing it on purpose if it didn't irritate me so much that I was doing it on accident. Can't believe you missed me. How did you manage that? Into the rotting core we go. This place is disgusting. This is worse than the regular core. Of course that is kind of the point, but still. That's the fastest I've ever found that. Oh, we were supposed to listen to that. Let me talk to Sin.
The souls of these three continue to surprise us. Quickly now, the hearts have become doorways. Enter in, complete your mission, though I cannot say exactly what you will find on the other side. The souls of these three continue to surprise us. Quickly, the hearts have become doorways. Enter in, complete your mission, though I cannot say exactly what you...
Okay, so we gotta go through the hearts. Kill these guys again.
Money.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I died. That hurt. Get out of there. Stay out. Oh! Die! Don't kill me. Just die. Thank you. Okay, that's one. Now, two to go. Oops, wrong way. Still the wrong way. Eventually I'll go the right way. Ah! Why you need better gear. Okay? This is why you should get gear. I recommend gear all the time. Although this time I did not get myself gear. Okay, I walked right into that one. Was there something I was supposed to get? God, I hope not. I feel like there was something I was supposed to grab. Guess not. Alright, next. The more annoying one. Go this way, please. Thank you. You're told. Yes, I know I had to kill your twins, but couldn't you just do me a favor and just die like that? I mean, it wasn't really that hard, was it?
At last, our trio joins to become one foul spirit. Destroy that creature of darkness, and let us be rid of this place.
Back. The Black Heart. Do I have portal? Right back. See if we can't maybe use something in here. Not everything just yet. You're 69. You're 52, but I don't have enough. Probably because those are 67. What level am I? 60. Gotta wait until 69, at least. Wouldn't really matter, but which kind of sucks. Dude, as long as I stay behind you, I should be okay. Theory. Ouch. Come on, friends join. So they can do damage to you. Ouch. How are you not being damaged? That irritates me so. There we go. Just get... Ouch. That hurt. Oh, I died. You're almost dead? Ah, you're dead. Ha ha ha. Beat that. Okay. Lilith Roth.
You're questioning me, the great sea mistress Lily Roth, about how she so happened to find you failing at drowning on some godforsaken fleshy piece of land. It ought to be obvious. Grandfather and I, we came to thank you for our little reunion here you started. Caught wind that you were playing around up here with that dead beast from the locals. So we followed your trail, dreading we'd be finding your body bits strewn all over this godforsaken mountain. But lo and behold, what do we get? Our favourite exile twiddling their thumbs. Your lucky old Whalem's still got some thaumaturgical prowess in his bones. How the hell did you end up here anyhow?
It's a long story. Very long.
Well, I suppose you'll be wanting us to ferry you over to Oriath. Take care of that nasty cannibal god Katava once and for all. Well, we'd be glad to oblige. There'll be plenty of treasures in ruined Theopolis just sitting there for the taking, I'm sure. Say the words and we'll set the sails.
I ain't gonna lie to you, friend. You look like actual shite. Like a real big steamy pile of goat droppings. What in the bloody hell happened to you since we last crossed compasses? Well, never fear. Your favourite Captain Old Rottooth is here to save the day. I guess I owes you a bit on account of bringing Lily and I back together.
A little bit.
Aye, as you can see, I finally found a missing powder in my shot pouch. By that I mean my courage. Managed to make my way over to Lion Eyes Watch to see my granddaughter finally. Tell you, I don't know what in the blazes I was fretting about. She took to me like a fish to water. It was as if no time had passed at all. Anyhow, it'd be lucky for you that we did so, as we were out looking for you to offer our thanks. Followed me compass, listened to the thaumaturgical whisperings of my ship, and next we know, we'll be following a trail of blood and guts leading straight to you, wasting your time in the middle of God knows where.
They really think I was wasting my time.
Ready to go? Just in time as well. Grandad says there's a good thaumaturgical headwind blowing our way.
Good. We'll get there in no time.
Well, once more, you owe me. For letting you sail around on me ship. But that's okay. I'm the kind of gal who can play the long game. Sometime in the future, I'll be in need of your services once more. You can pay me back then. All right, come on. You got a job to do. Lives to save, goals to kill. Better get to it.
Welcome ye to Oriath. Smell that fresh landlubber air. Ain't nothing like the air in Theopolis, full of debauchery and pollution, hidden neath the garb of them holy templars. Seems the place has changed a fair bit since last I were here. A lot more blood and entrails than what I remember. Well, best Lily and I stay here, where it be safe. You journey on ahead, matey, and see what blimey buggers you get to kill next. Say, you're not in the market for a new cutlass or anything, are ya? Recently unlocked the Black Crest's old armory. Found a whole shitload of weaponry down there from another time. If you fancy it, be glad to show you my stock. See if there's anything in there you'd like to pick up.
Not really.
Our ways divide.
Anything over there?
The prodigal returns. Have you brought with you a weapon to free us? The ravenous one has only grown more hungry since you left us, and I fear your efforts may be too little, too late. Kitava has all but destroyed us here, and our poor departed Utula's cultists have taken hold of the city. There's little ground left to tread that won't cause the grasping claws of Hinekora to reach out and wring our pretty little necks. I see your eyes, Exile. You wonder why I am here instead of at the Overseer's Tower. I'll tell you the horrible truth. The tower has fallen to the infernal devices of Kitava. That witch, Violenta, is to blame. She lowered a secret ladder and led Kitava's cultists right to our very beds. Bannon and I barely escaped with our lives. Together, we cut through the hordes, but it was no use. They had us surrounded. Bannon created a distraction which allowed me to flee. When I last saw him, he was perched atop the rooftops, holding off our enemies, though how long he will last, I cannot say. If you are going that way, perhaps you can find him and return him to me. I have grown fond of that Templar. The fire of Namahu burns within his belly. It would not fare well for us in this war if that fire were lost.
You and I both agree. Don't worry.
For freedom.
It is good to see that you survived, my friend. But then, you have fared far worse. The froth of a violent ocean should be no problem for you. While we have been absent, Oriath has become a necropolis, a swarm of Kitava's wretched servants. The situation looks more dire than I had first anticipated. Before we make our move, we must know what we are dealing with. I send you, Exile, as a scout. As the only scout that would stand a chance moving through the shifting forms of this nightmare. You must discover where Kitava resides. Only then can we issue our final blow.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, humanity needs us.
Okay. We should see if we can't get those... Get most of that gear on us. Because it is our in-game gear stuff. And it'll help a lot. With a lot of stuff. Everything. Lead door. Okay. Ready. Still too low level for fortify, dash, and more aids needed. Faster attack. boots, technically, but yeah. And we gotta wait until level 72. Blood Rage. Really, Herald of Purity, Vulnerability. 3 green. 2 blue. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Okay. Double strike's accurate. Vulnerability is 2 blues and red. That would be this one. This vulnerability. Okay. Red. Blue. Perfect. Okay. And the second weapon is Blood Rage or Banner. Or Banner. Blood of Purity. Blood Rage. There we go. Okay. All we're missing is the boots and the helmet. Oh, and now that we have enough vortex, level that. Okay. Good. Back in here. Throw this in the as is, because it's just low level gear. Okay. Stuff on the other. Okay, that stuff gets sold.
Yes?
Ew.
Greetings. Remember, we do this for freedom.
That should be everything. Just realized every time I hit a boss, I was supposed to change. Head out. Like. Got our immortal call set up. Help with survivability. Our dash attacks, perfect. Alright, let's go to the rooftop. Oh yeah, now I'm feeling good.
You there! Exile! I am in need of your services once more.
Hey, Bannon. Well, I think that's what I just did, but you want to argue with that? I mean, sure, we can.
Phew. I would thank God for you, my friend, if that weren't too on the nose. I felt for sure that this time it was my turn to depart our world. Kitava's cultists surrounded Lani and I a while back. We split up and I led a distraction so she could make best her escape. Funny, I really should have considered my own plan for evasion once I'd allowed her hers. In any case, It is good to see you again, Exile. Let us talk more in a safer space. I shall meet you back at the docks. Good to see you made it back. You look at me with suspicious eyes. Yes, I know you have your apprehensions about me, and my new indwelling spirit. But if it helps a little, I feel innocence stirring inside me, awakening with an odd sense of gratitude towards you. It was, after all, your bite that returned him to humility, allowed the scales to drop from his eyes. If you are to go wandering the city in its current state, be careful where you step. Kitava's cultists are constantly on the prowl, actively seeking food for their god. What's worse, the passage to Kitava's feast is blocked off by two large black gates. We call them Kitava's horns, and they are utterly impenetrable to the motions of man. There is but one way in which we can reach Kitava and deprive him of his eternal meal. The staff of Avarius lies somewhere amongst the rubble of the Chamber of Innocence, still billowing with holy power. If you were to find it and return it to me, I believe the power in the staff will act as power enough to break through the horned gates. Innocent?
Then it is as I feared. Kitava's strength has grown insurmountable in our absence, and his horns now deny us entry to his feeding trough. Evidently, the hungry god has grown picky about what crumbs now travel towards his burgeoning throat. It is this strength that concerns me. I have spoken with our friend Bannon over there, a willful vessel of my misguided brother. I knew eventually we would need to enlist my brother's services, though I had hoped we need not do so this soon. Yet, it seems that we have no other choice. We must invoke my dormant brother, slumbering within Bannon's frame. Kitava's horns are a thing of great corruption, which only Innocence's purity can dispel. Before we proceed, I feel I must confide something in you. Bannon wishes me not to speak of it, as he is willing for the sacrifice. However, I feel you should know. Once we invoke Innocence, once we dredge him up from his cocoon inside the soul of Bannon, the man shall cease to be. Only the god shall remain. Do you understand what I say, Exile? If we take this path, Bannon will die. Excruciatingly so. Burnt with purity from the inside out. As I said, Bannon is willing to commit his life to this cause. But perhaps you should say your farewells before we move past the point of no return.
Okay.
Bye.
Listen.
I wouldn't blame you for being curious about the god now dwelling within me. In truth, I'm honored to have been chosen to be Innocence's vessel. You may hear this and think I sound like a pious Templar fool, but it is hard to remain an unbeliever when the gods walk around you, and indeed one sleeps inside you. No need to fear, however. Our poor purity god surely regrets the actions of his past. I can't see him, but I can feel his spirit, wounded and cowering somewhere inside me. At night, I hear him whimpering over his wounds. I must say, you hurt him good. But as much as I feel his pain, I also feel a budding newness in his heart. He is growing again, and relearning the compassion for humanity that he had long since lost.
That's good.
Don't ever give up.
Bannon is alive and well. In no small way thanks to you, I would be willing to guess. Without him being here, I would have lost my sanity or my life a long time ago. Take this gift as a token of both our appreciation. Now that you have returned, and we have managed to sturdy ourselves once more abreast this mighty ship, I ask of you one more favor. Find that traitor Violenta and kill her. Though I wish to see her dead as revenge for her insurrection, Violenta has become something far worse under the radiation of Kitava's gaze. She must be stopped.
Alright.
For freedom.
Now that the Brine King is nothing but crab meat, his sunken domain, the ancient city of Soartha is ripe for the plundering. My granddaddy once dedicated a good portion of his sailing life trying to hunt down the location of that monolithic city. Then, while he were otherwise indisposed, yours truly tried to follow in his gnarled footsteps, track down the teardrop, a pearl as big as your head, carved with the clues to the city's subaquatic location. I was this close to completing me grandfather's legacy when those damn Templar privateers raided me ship and took off with the teardrop, threw it in their reliquary here in Theopolis. As it were, now's the perfect time to retrieve that dazzling pearl. Think you can nab it for me? I'll make it worth your while. Maybe tick it off the list of things you owe me.
Don't you owe me?
Was a time when the ladies would be begging for a bit of old Whalem, but I ain't felt the warm caress of a woman in a long time, and it wounded me dreadful. During my time on the sea, I heard tale of Queen Exile and her penchant for using this land as a kind of vault for all her special shinies. One such shiny be her famed love potion, supposed to attract the drinker's ideal mate to their loins, even if that mate be far across the sea. Old Queen Exile kept the liquid in the skull of her favorite lover. Them damn Templars probably got their hands on it by now, and the potion's bizarre container has me thinking they probably went and tossed it into the ossuary along with the rest of the bones they got lying around. Exile, be you the friend I believe you to be, then find a potion for me, so that I can experience true love once more.
Alright.
Here our ways divide.
But you do realize that true love is not found by a potion. I hope you figure that out pretty. Oh yeah, now we're talking. No, we're not doing the mirror. There's so many things wrong with that. So many problems with that. Hey, wait, I saw blue. We must kill blues. Go the other way. Faster attack. Patient. Ruthlessness. Yep. Thank you. Like, yeah, just let them attack. Why not? Not like they're gonna hurt ya. Instantly recover your health now. Okay. I saw blue. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I went the wrong. As usual, Moonstone has gone the wrong way. In other news, he plans to go the wrong way a second time. As you can see, she did go the wrong way.
Money!
Oh, it's not this way. That's for sure. There it is. That's what we're looking for. To the arena. And then he stops being able to be attacked at irritate. And there he goes again. Aha! You died. Log out, log back in. Oh, yeah.
You return from your hunt triumphant. Then Violenta is dead. I wish I could say that a celebration is in order, but in our current existence, I've had all I can stomach of banquets and feasts. Here.
Thank you.
Remember,
I much appreciate.
We do this for freedom.
Yay, we're getting our life. We're at 308. Need... where are we getting more life? Look. Life tree. Looks like the rest of our life is so, we should grab this group here and then start going through there. Looks like. How much life am I gonna wind up with? Only about 5,700. That's a little light. What am I doing? This gives me damage. So yeah, we go for damage here. don't see. This is. Then adrenaline. Maybe I should have something other than adrenaline. Do I have those items? Comes the question though. I have Feed the Fury, Hit and Run, Smite the Weak at 8 passes. Then I got Vitality. Doesn't really do much for me. So Hit and Run, Feed the Fury. Weak, yeah. Probably drop and pick up something. Possibly. No, probably not. Yes. Probably just keep it like that. Alright, so we got... There's gotta be something better than that, like, there. There's that small... What is this called? Item, small cluster. There's gotta be something better than adrenaline. Blessed... No. Probably not. Oop. No. Gas. That would help a lot. No save. Yeah, that would get me almost to 6,000 life, which would be good if I could somehow get more than 6,000 life. Yeah. Have to. Oh, I have a life. Yeah, I would have to at least life. Because you just gotta survive the first hit. So if I maybe damaged, oh wow, that a lot, and a lot. But this here. That reduces it even more, so we definitely have to keep. Definitely have to. I do 1, 2, 3. Could do another vitality here, whatever the fertile here instead. Get more life, which about 30k. So if we do another. How much life would I would have? About the same. Seriously? 4. So 18. 9. Do more? You should give me more. Oh wait, hold on. Go back. In a way, I actually do. And you give me damage. So, yeah, we'll keep the hypnotic one. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I feel light on life, so we might have to look at something. Anyways. Count. I don't think you count either. Yeah, add. Strength. Life. Can I really not put... like... on that thing?
Exile.
Need to know. All I can put on. 9 strength. I could do +1 to final of them. Strike chance, multiplier if you increase global physical and chaos damage. Yeah. Let's try and get the max out of you. Gave me 30. That's gonna be a little bit of a help. Can I aim to you? That was 55. Come on. 5 is what I want. And then we can increase that with, I can wear the belt now? Yeah. Put strength on there. Make it more. Is that 30? Yep. Out. Go in there. Keep this. Go. Alright, we're hitting 401, so that. So we're waiting on rings and what? Helmet and boot. Okay, rings, helmet, and boots. So we'll wait until we get the full. Alright, and then level 7. Now, do we have any metamorphic physical damage? We need for medic. We don't have any fertiles. That would be. We would need what? 20. 20. 40, 60 of them? We would need 60 of them to increase the life nodes here. Just get rid of the damage modifier there. What are you? You are a prefect. Seriously, the lightning damage to attacks is very dangerous for me. And you're two. Oh well. And we can keep it as is, because getting a life that high is hard to find with global critical strike and attack speed. Okay, so we're gonna keep as is for what we have now. And hopefully that kind of bumps us up past past the A mark. Oh, we can really hope. Yeah. 2. This one counts though. Bowling. 2, 4. Seriously, spell damage? Really? Oh, and we can do the 4 times 2 is 80. I need 80. Is physical damage all I can do? Yeah, I know. Well, if we had a divine orb, we could do that. Oh, so. You won't. Alright, let's put this away. Then get going. Alright. Alright, let's get going. To the square. Okay. Now that we're done with that, time for us to get through the next part. Reliquary. Before I do that one, let's just get through this place. I really just don't like this place. Hey Mama Kitty, how's it going? It's going good? That's good. We're in Act 10. We're about to kill we're gonna work on killing the most evil god in an existence, which isn't sin. It's Kitava. That's good. I'm glad to hear it's going good. Wrong way. And we got our claws, so I instantly heal. We got most of our gear now too, which is nice. I just gotta wait until level 70 now. I'm level 66. But hopefully we can get this done tonight. We can get the last act done and completed. That's my goal. Woke up tired this morning, but I feel I had to feed my brother. Yeah. That's okay. I woke up this morning and we streamed. Yeah, you missed a stream this morning. I really wanted to play Stardew Valley, and there was just like no way I was gonna play it without streaming it, because that's my rule for Stardew Valley. And so I streamed it, and we played it till about 1 o'clock, and then I said, okay, I need to take a break. And instead of taking a break, I take a nap and almost get here late because of it. And get here late because of it. I was like, really? I didn't even get dinner or anything. I was just so late. I must have really needed to take a nap. I hate those type of things though, where it's like you don't really feel like you're really tired or anything, but you're just not really feeling good either. And it's just like, yeah, by the way, you lay down, you're gonna just pass out. We're just gonna make you pass out, that's all. You're like, really? Oh, it was funny. Okay. We can go back here. Get this done. Okay, better than pinching a nerve when you sneeze. This is true. This is true. But honestly, you don't understand how often that actually happens to me. Not the nerve thing, but me not really feeling too good, but can still go on, and then next thing I know, I'm passed out. Somebody's waking me up like, weren't you supposed to be doing something? I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason I have a hard time holding down a job. Just like, I'm not feeling very good, so I lay down for a little bit, like 5-10 minutes, I say to myself. Next thing I know, it's 4 or 5 hours later. Part of the reason I can't hold it down. And I did that one time at my job. I was just like, okay, break time, and I had a slight headache, so I just decided to lay down on their couch, and next thing I know, everybody's wondering where I was, apparently, for over an hour. And here I was just sleeping on the couch there, in the break room. Like, well, I've been here the whole time, what happened? Like, they're like, you've been gone for over an hour, and I'm like, no, I haven't. It's not good to do that during the job, by the way. And then had to explain it to them, explain your medical condition all over to them again, because they're like, well, why did you fall asleep? And I'm like, because I was tired, I guess. It's part of my medication, part of my medical stuff, and they're like, yeah, that can't happen again. Yeah, I know, but that's not gonna happen. I am looking for this tier, I think, and I can't find it. I don't know if you've ever had to do that for a job, re-explain everything to them after you told them 3 different times. Made sure they understood everything. They said they understood everything, and then they're like, oh, so that's what you mean. It's like, well, I did tell you. Like, yeah, but you didn't. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Go, yes. Yes, I did. I can't help it that you weren't paying attention or didn't take me seriously. I walked right by it, seriously. They weren't in Oregon. Okay. Good. No, but I only had 2 jobs and they weren't here in Oregon. Good day, ma'am. Hey, Adam, wow. Long time no see. How are you doing, you shiny gem? If shoutouts would work, one day they'll work again. That I promise you. You're alive. Okay, shoutouts aren't working. They'll work eventually. My bot's slow.
Yo, check it out.
Like I said, it likes to terrify me. How are you doing? I'm glad you're alive.
Exile, you're a giant among men. You got no idea how long I have yearned to have this beauty once more in my hands. The teardrop is surprisingly still in pretty good condition. Not too typical of the baubles them Templars like to steal. We'll stick around a while longer, but once things settle down, my grandfather and I will be setting sail with Sir Arthur firm in our sights.
I am doing well. I am finally getting back to me.
Good to see you.
I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, spell thing.
Innocence blesses.
Can't need that.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Oh. Good. Just in time for New World? Yes. Yes. Next week's New World. That's why we're trying to get the last act done this week for Path of Exiles. And that will be our full playthrough for Path of Exiles. We're almost done. I'm going pretty quickly, so we're almost done. I'm pretty happy with that. That, and then that. So we'll go here first. Yep, New World's next week. I have it planned. Tomorrow, Baldur's Gate is supposed to come out with a new patch. Not necessarily out, but come out with a new patch. Oh, whoops, wrong way. We should be done with all 10 acts and the labyrinths by end of today or tomorrow. At the latest. What time is it? We might get done by the end of today. Because once I get done with Kitava, I'm doing the 2 labs. Wrong way. Still the wrong way. Moonstone. In news, Moonstone has gone the wrong way 3 different times. In other news, she does plan on doing it again. I can't wait. It's wife and I anniversary that day, but I got permission to bust into it. Oh yes. I mean, that's the thing. I'm gonna have Steam update it immediately, and I'll probably start my stream early. I do have a regular stream schedule now. The days are a little iffy, but I think I got the days pretty good now. I stream 5 days a week now. And I'm still doing Pippi guides too on my YouTube channel, so I'm super excited. I'm feeling like myself. I really, really am. I am back in action. It's been a while since I felt this good. And... oh, it's so nice. I'm sorry. It's just so nice to feel a little bit. Feel definitely back. I thought that said gothy for a minute and it's goat hide. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm looking for his little potion thing. I don't know, I'm just killing everything. Found it. I'm trying so hard to be more active with peeps, but I'm still not back to where I need to be. Yeah. I know the feeling. Luckily, my core group here, really stuck through it with me and it helped me with getting through my father's passing and my mother's passing and just all the stuff that happened through COVID. It was good. It was nice. And I'm still getting through it. I mean, I'm not completely through it, but I am still getting through it. But I'm doing much better. Okay. We go back here. William.
Ya found it! Bless your boots, Exile! Me lady problems will be over at last. Let's give it a go then. I feel nothing. Blast it all to the ocean depths! Ruined! Oh, them years sitting around in that damned ossuary, the love's magic fizzled right out of the damn thing. Ah well, can't blame a man for trying. Anyway, here's a little something for your effort.
You wretched
Fair winds and calm seas.
man, you wretched, wretched man. You still streaming Ark? You still do Ark, don't you, though? I wish I could do Ark, but for some reason, I can't get it to stream properly. And I've given up for a little while. Hey, just because you have a blood link doesn't mean you can do what you just did. That's my job.
Money!
I love how it's almost like one shot and they're dead. I ain't streamed since my B-Day stream in February. Oh, really? I just thought I was missing your streams. I mean, I was there for that one. I just thought I was missing your streams, because I do miss your guys' streams a lot because of the time difference and stuff. I honestly just thought I was missing them. Like, I get up early and I go to bed early, I'm sorry. Yeah. That was some good XP, thank you. Right? Enemies keep popping like water balloons. Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask how that was going. So your back surgery went well? Well-ish, maybe? Could be pretty... Wasn't that back in... Yeah, you're back as well. Cancer gone? Or not? I hope it is. That was funny. My fat ass needs to lose weight, about 100 pounds, and 6 months checkup was still gone, so hopefully it stays. Good. Good. That's good to hear. Okay. Done. I think we have to go kill Kitaba now. Yes, I'm working on... Well, not necessarily losing weight. I do need to lose weight, but...
I fear I have not been entirely honest with you, my friend. While it is true that this staff can forge a path for us through Kitava's horns, it has the ability to revitalize innocence into waking fully.
Oh, wow.
And that is where the staff's true power resides. In this act, I will become his host in the fullest sense. And together, he and his brother Sin will be able to ally with you against the forces of darkness. I bid you farewell, Exile, for where my spirit is set to travel, there is no return. Win this battle. Defeat Kitava. Free our people.
Yeah, so I am trying to get more active. I do need to lose weight, but losing weight right now is kind of a side thing. We're just trying to get me to start moving more because of my legs and whatnot. The worst part is I can barely go a quarter of a mile to a half a mile right now in an hour. So most people walk a mile in, if that helps you from stating what's going on with that. So the leg situation is what we're trying to work on. I'm able to get it up and down 20 sets of stairs though now without a problem too much. I'm pretty happy with that. But it's why I also had to change my stream schedule to an evening stream, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. So yeah, I did a lot of changing, a lot of growing.
Bannon was a man whom I greatly admired, possibly even loved. My heart is grieved to see him depart from us and journey to the home of Hinekora. Yet, he sacrificed himself so that we might live, and stood true to his convictions. This god, this born-again innocence, fills me with unease. Though he appears repentant of his past transgressions, I do not believe he should be forgiven, nor that he should tread this earth any longer than is required.
Wow, you have got to look onto yourself for that statement, lady.
I am reborn, a new god in a troubled land.
Brother, you have seen better days, I am sure, but for now you must rouse yourself. We have work to do. If ever you wish to make right the wrongs of your past, help me now. As once I asked you in the early days of mankind. Do this for me, and I shall consider our quarrel to be at its end.
Go, do battle, anointed exile. Though my brother and I will aid you, I sense the universe conspires for you to be the savior of our world on this day.
Okay. So, I need a song.
Freedom comes to those who fight. Remember.
Do I have any of my flasks I can grab yet? Wait. You. Wrong. Incorrect. You. Wait.
Yes.
Go. Level my 67.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Yeah, I can get my rings on now. Ooh. Ooh. Are you getting me? Oh. Ah. Yes. One of you has intelligence. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait until we can get the helmet for that ring. Lame. This ring's good. This ring's bad. Ring's good. Ring's bad. Ring's good. One bad. Got it. Okay. Okay, now. Let's, go. Oh, who cares about you, Navali? We already discussed that. Da 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 da. Alright, guys. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. We off in Kitava, the big evil cannibal.
Bone and corruption shall not impede the path of purity.
I'll step out of your way. Thank you. Alright, let's go kill Kitava. Or at least get close enough. I half hope I get to level 70. Or I have to kill him. What? Where are we? Level 76? Maybe. Da, 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 da. 6-month checkup though. I have monthly checkups. You're lucky. My doctors want to see me every month right now. And before they couldn't even actually see me because they had to do the COVID virtual visit, so. Let me reach level 70 before I get there. Please. It just means that they care. That's all I can say to that. Because they actually are concerned. I'm going to lurk and play Minecraft. Love you, Moon. Aw, thank you, Mama Kitty. Have fun with Minecraft. Popping water balloons. I like that statement though, the water balloon popping. That works so great. I like it. Water balloons. Pop them like water balloons. Pick you up. Poppity pop pop poppity pop. We are popping like water balloons. That's what we're doing today. We are popping enemies like water balloons. listen to that pop. Poppity pop pop. Poppity. Ow. It's so satisfying to hear him pop. It's as bad as when you hear him shatter. It's actually really satisfying to hear them shatter when they're frozen. Shatter them. Money, huh? Oh, see, it was worth coming over here. Blue guys. Good XP for that. Okay, now we have a breather. Let's do this. Why? Oh. Explains why that hasn't been, but I'm okay with that. To the feeding trough. Yeah, well, it's the most accurate description. It's the perfect description. Well, that time they didn't pop. That one did. What do you say? Do not detonate corpses near me? Seriously?
Money.
I told you not to do that. That was rude. Very rude. Detonate corpses near me. How rude.
Money.
Ooh, a regal orb. Nice. Take it. Honestly, if I didn't have my curse, I probably wouldn't see them. Little shiny dots on their heads. Otherwise, they're really hard for me to see. Thankfully, I have curses galore. Well, not galore, but I have a curse that shows up no matter what, and I don't have to press the button for it. And that's all that matters to me. I would love to join you guys, but not just yet. You missed, you missed, you missed. Alright, are we ready to die a horrible death and kill Kitava? Same time?
This is it. It all comes down to this moment to finally put an end to Kitava. Go, Exile. Together we will save humankind.
Alright, time to kill Kitava. The Altar of Hunger. Let's see how many times I die.
Strike you down.
Let me strike first. That's cheek. Run! I said run! Ouch. What are they hitting me with? I don't know what they were hitting me with, but I didn't like it. Let me hit you. Oh, get out of that. Can we just get you dead, please? That's all I'm asking, really. I'm out. Oof. That hurt. Almost dead, almost dead! Yes, you're dead. Wait, you're supposed to be dead. Die! Thank you. It's been a while since I played a melee character. I'll be the first to admit this.
May a new dawn arise.
Okay, one death isn't too bad. Oh, Kitava. Kitava, Kitava, Kitava.
It's over. We emerge victorious. It was always a fool's errand, yet somehow your courage has carried us through. I congratulate you, my friend. Your world may have exiled you, but there will always be a place for you at my table. You have given humanity a fighting chance. Though darkness still covers the face of the earth, there is now a ray of light to pierce it. The insatiable appetite of Kitava has been ruined, and you are no exile. Why, you are a hero worthy of praise. May your legend live on into eternity. Come, let us return to the others. They will be needing as many hands as possible for cleaning up this city. Innocence. You see now, don't you?
Little brother, please forgive me. It's as if I have been dreaming the most horrid nightmare. And now, at last, the haze of sleep lifts from my eyes. My vision is clear. Oh, by the gods, forgive me.
It is as true now as it was when we began. You and I are of the same flesh, cleaved from the same womb. You ask for my forgiveness. I give it to you freely.
But the things I've done, the countless millions I've murdered.
There will be time for all of that later. But for now, your people need you. Oriath needs you.
No. I cannot remain here amongst these ruins, amongst the corpses of my own making. These people, they need you, brother, and your hero, not me.
Then what? Where will you go? What will you do?
Isolation. I shall go south, as far south as one can travel in such a fleshly form. There are things I must think on. The redemption I need plan. If my conscience decides I am worthy of such a gift.
You would seek forgiveness in the ice at the bottom of the world.
I would. Should you let me?
Go. Seek out that which you need. Find who you are. Make pilgrimage. Journey on your path, brother. Only return to us one day.
Thank you, brother. You have heard my admission of guilt and my plea for forgiveness. If I sense in the glowing embers of your eyes that you will be glad to be rid of me, I don't blame you, mortal. Nor do I begrudge you for your continual anger. The sins I've committed, although bad enough, are made worse by the lens of pride I once viewed this world through. I agree with your judgment. And though I wish never to return from my banishment, I have made a promise to sin that I shall one day rejoin this world. But until that day, I will remain in the furthest south, in a place of ice and ash, of blistering seas and abysmal storms. I shall meditate on my wrongdoings, until a way of making amends to the millions of lives I have murdered and ruined reveals itself to me.
Yes? Remember, humanity needs us.
I suspect you're about ready for a flagon of ale. And a pretty wench or swain, whatever it be that's your persuasion. The great exile of Oriath returns to a Theopolis in chaos and ends the life of a raving cannibal god. Now that's a story worth the songs of many an ancient muse. Well, alls I can rightly say is congratulations, my friend. A year ago, I wouldn't have dreamt I'd be someday soon in the company of a killer of gods. My advice, you better get while the getting's good and have yourself a holiday before Oriath or Rayclast or whoever else has need for your unique services once more.
Fantasy! That bloody sod is gone from our world. Can't tell you how many times I've heard them Karoi savages gibbering in fear over that cannibal god. And of course there's this horror to account for as well. I don't think there's a man, woman, or child in the world that won't be praising your name tonight over a glass of their finest grog. Speaking of which, where's a man to go to find a little fire water around these parts? Oh.
By the light of Ramako, you did it. You, a mortal, have crossed the threshold between God and man and struck the Ravenous One asunder. I'd always held out hope that you would succeed, but at night I would stay awake worrying that perhaps that hope was a foolish dream. But you've done it. You are no longer an exile, my friend. I honor you, and I'm certain the rest of the world will honor you as well. Remember.
What do we have here? Yet another of Oriath's cast-offs? With the problems we're facing here, I do wish they'd send someone with a little more utility. Alas, we have useless exiles blowing in like spores on the wind. Cassia, by the by. Pleasure. I'll pray for you.
Come no closer, unless you wish to experience what my vials contain firsthand. I am Tane, a freedman, and I plan to stay that way. Trust is not given freely, Exile. It must be earned, and you have not earned mine yet. But I do have something to give you. An opportunity. My regards.
Hello. Let me tell your future. See you soon. Let me tell.
can't hear me. Oh my god, you did not hear me that entire time. That's irritating. Anyways, I just put up Discord, put up YouTube, get those Loot Link red coins if you need. We are part of Loot Link, which means I have a lot of games up there that's for, not for sell, but for free if you win it. It's basically a giveaway system, so go check that out. Here's the loot. Here's the link one more time. Then YouTube, YouTube up there. It has Conan Exile's Only Us videos, and then of course all of our Stardew Valley and our Path of Exile playthrough will be transferred over there as well. And then of course Discords, we do have Community Choice Day, which is every Friday, meaning go on Discord under Community Choice channel. You can vote for what game we play on Fridays. Sometimes there'll be a community game like Lone Drone in the Danger Zone, yada yada yada. But yeah, I will see you guys in about 10-ish minutes, give or take. I will run an ad, probably about 3 minutes. You will not miss a thing, I promise. Alright, my wonderful shiny gems, we are back! I hope you had an awesome short little break for 10 minutes. Quick rundown of what we're doing now. We're just gonna run the last 2 labs and then probably do some maps afterwards. And that's about all we're going to do for the rest of the time. We finished the playthrough. What we'll do is talk to some of these guys, see what they have to say if you want. But I don't think we are. I just kind of want to get the labyrinth done and then just hit up maps, our end game. Alright, so unless you guys want to listen to the people here, I'll switch over so you can see these guys here. We're just gonna run the lab and then hit up maps. Alright, so let's go run the lab. And I already got my map, so I just gotta import a map. Doing Merciless first. Should try and get should try to get the dark shrines. This. It may take a little extra time, but we should try and get the dark shrine. Because Merciless and Uber are no joke. I like the dark shrines. So we'll get the dark shrines and then as fast as we can. Run through it. Okay, so we're going to do Merciless first.
Justice will prevail.
Need the golden key. Golden key, which is down this way apparently. Let's get you down this way. Haha. Aha, I see it. How to get to it. Oh, really? Did you have to walk in there?
Where there's a golden key, there must be a golden.
Yes, we know. I, of course, go the wrong way. Typical. 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 I mean, when do I not go the wrong way? Where do I want?
Gold is the most liberating of metals.
Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. That was a distance. You can do things anytime you want. Really? Going too fast for my own good. Oops. Okay, to the trap.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Some things that slumber should never be awoken. By the goddess, what ambition!
Why, thank you.
Be the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Oh yeah. Okay. You have a dark shrine? You don't even have a dark shrine. How lame can you be to not have a dark shrine? You're like, why can't I move? That's the wrong way. Haha. Okay, we need the hulls. Yep. Okay. And then we need some passageway. Seriously? Okay. I just don't. Ouch. Alright. And we're hitting the Sanctum Passage. Okay. Yes, you have a thing. Okay. That I can live with. And like a dark shrine. Takes away my traps. I'm happy. I gotta find it first. Oh, it's a silver key. I don't care. We don't care about any key. Ow, that was loud. Thanks. All we care about is a dark shrine. Seriously, that's literally all we... And there's the dirt.
Dark influences reside in dark places.
Let's see. Reduce damage taken from traps. Well, that doesn't help. Well, it does, but it doesn't. I wanted it. to the trial. Hoping for traps to be removed.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation.
Huh?
To entertain doubt is to dance with death. The essence of an empire must be shared equally amongst all its citizens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Ooh, ow.
Death and loyalty are inexhaustible.
And your point?
A wise emperor recognizes that life and empire are the same.
Alright, Argos. You're in here somewhere, huh? Ow. Get that later too. Well, poop you. If I have to come back through there, I'm gonna be mad. Roll back. Is it Argos? Yes, yes I did. And yes, yes I do. Have to go all the way back through that. This is the direction I need to go. Which I highly doubt. See here the walkways. Yep, nope, that's not where we want to go. I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think this is where we wanted to go. But I had to try. And hope. Come on. There you are. Where I need to go? The halls? Okay, to the halls we go. Start trying number 2. In here somewhere. Arc? Seriously? Wow, okay.
There's nothing quite so enticing as a locked door.
Well, I found this door. Really care. Not really looking for a door. So much as a shrine. What? What? Ow, sorry. That hurt. Right, now my head hurts really badly. that is. Okay, now we need to an exit through a bunch of traps. Got it. Well, that was enlightening. Here we go. Bunch of traps. Okay. Ouch. Okay. I got dark shrine number 2. I mean 3. Go 2. Because disabling traps is a must.
Money! Money!
See again. Is the silver cash? Hey, you have a silver. Might run it. We might run that just for the heck of it. See if we even get anything worth our time.
Where there's a silver key, there must be silver.
There must, huh? Well, you know, let me know.
The pursuit of power can be a grotesque affair.
Drops. Players in the labyrinth are affected. Irritable. Traps, damage. Okay, and then treasure key. Seriously? All I want is traps disabled. I'm not running this for gear or anything. All I want is traps to be disabled. Simple. Okay, estate hallway. Walkways. Okay, last one. We go this way. No.
Dark influences reside in dark places.
Yes, traps are disabled. Ha ha ha. Thank you. All I was asking for. Now we go to the labyrinth. Trial. Sweet. Okay.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Let's go. Traps are disabled.
Navigate your empire through troubled waters.
That's nice. Oh!
Is served.
I was one-shotted? Are you kidding me? was one-shotted, guys. Oh my god, I was one-shotted. I was one-shotted. Oh, pretty bad, actually. I was one-shotted at that point. Okay. Again, we shall try this. Yeah, we'll try this again. I can't believe I was one-shotted. Yep, I was one-shotted. I mean, seriously, one-shotted. Come on, one. That's what I cannot believe I was one-shotted. That's just incredibly annoying. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to go all the way down here. Down this way. Down this way. I cannot believe I was one-shotted. That's insane. Oh, get out of that. Please, and thank you.
Where there's a golden key, there must be a golden door.
Life back. I don't know what to say to that. I can't believe I was one-shotted. That's all I can say to that one.
Gold is the most liberating of metals.
The trail. Yeah, I'm totally flabbergasted. But yeah, I have no idea what to say to that. Last trial and you're suddenly one-shotted? What do you say to that?
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Some things that slumber should never be awoken. Prove yourself, Ascendant.
Other.
By the goddess, what ambition. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Yeah, we're not getting one-shotted again. That was just wrong. That was just so wrong. On so many levels. I refuse to make the same mistake twice. This way. if you cast and oh well. Don't do the detonate bodies. Terrible. Hey there, Flint. How's it going? Somebody should have like Diggle Moonstone. Well, it worked. It worked. Congratulations. Told my wife I could no longer work for my boss after what he said to me. Wife asked, what did he say? You're fired. Oh. Yep. I no longer work for your boss at that point. Gotta make some dinner, but had to pop in for my dose of giggles. Back into lurk mode. Okay. Have fun lurking. Tell me what you're having for dinner and make sure to bring me some. Especially if it's pizza. I'm wanting pizza. Probably steamed dumplings. Yummy. Not the trial? Oh, screw it. We'll do the trial. We found the trial, so we'll do the trial first.
To strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death. The essence of an empire must be shared equally amongst all its citizens. Receive the sentence.
Here, fire.
You were born for this. The sovereign reach leaves but a husk for its descendants.
We're not getting one-shotted a second time. That was ridiculous. Not getting one-shotted a second. We're here, we just gotta go straight up. Alrighty. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Lesson learned. Yeah, there were some bridges burned, but lessons learned. Dark. Hope we find it quickly. Oh, hello. Kill you guys. I have no problem doing that. Yay, we leveled! Woohoo! Start trying. Oh, labyrinth traps are disabled. Perfect, that's all we care about. We can just go straight to the next labyrinth. Okay, yeah, let's just go to the end of the trial. Am I level 69? I'm level 69. Does that mean I can wear all my gear now? Except for maybe some of the items. Not the items, but the tools.
There's nothing quite so nice as a locked door.
Believe me, I don't really care about a locked door. It's me trying to kill the guy at the end of this labyrinth. Exactly what all of this is about.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Okay. So we have time to do this. I go, do we want to crit multi or attack and dex? I think we go with the accuracy, so we basically have a 99% chance to hit. Let me see if I can't wear all my gear. It has claws. I can you, and you, but not you. I believe that's it. What? Oh. Which freaking... So you require more intelligence. You don't have intelligence. Somebody want to explain to me how I have the intelligence for this item? Yeah, don't have the intelligence for this item? 113. That's that. Movement speed, resistance, life, and armor. That's all you give me. How much intelligence? Jeez. I am short 7 intelligence? Seriously? Me? What the hell am I getting the intelligence? Lacking the intelligence. Because let's just deck. Does one of my jewels give me intelligence? Is that what's going on? Because I should have 120 intelligence. Oh, I need to grab those 3 nodes, damn. Okay, well, let's use our passive resets. I need to grab 3 nodes. Before I grab these, apply. Grab these 3. Because of the intelligence index. Apply. Okay. Now tell me I can't use that. Okay. But dash. Care about where needs we. Gotta get you. Be able to do. Because you're all red. Will help with my boss fight. This. This will help with my. Astral War Chief. At Val. Val double strike. It's sold when I. So you guys go. Okay. Yep. Yep. Alright. Yeah. So I got everything on me except for this and this. These need to be leveled. They need to be leveled. Can I put them in here somewhere? I can. Okay, so. Okay. Actually, I want Val double strike there, but for now, Val can go right there. Okay. Let's see. I think that's everything. So these are the two I'm gonna get. Yes, after we do the rest. Okay. I don't have enough intelligence. Oh. So BS. That needs to be level 72. And you need to be level 70. So one more level. Let's not die. On this last one this time.
A throne is the most devious trap of the world.
That only works if there's traps, dude. There's no traps.
Money.
I don't have any more. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. Grab you and you. Apply. Here. This. Go to fragments. Pick up one of these. Here. See if there's anything worth anything. Your decree of the increased ball lightning damage. We can do the boots. What do my boots have? Increased attack cast speed if you've been hit. Oh. Decree of Tempest. Well, you don't have anything. Shit. My solid gloves anyway, so you might as well. Alright. They're my in-game gloves. Why aren't they? They are. you don't count. And good. Okay. Okay, now that we're done, gotta do the next one. But before we do the next one, we go in here, we get water while we wait. This off. And then we do the last labyrinth.
Hello.
This item. You. Okay. Alrighty. Now we go back. Back over here and we open Uber. Map. Uber. I have to go there anyways. Where's Argos? Argos isn't. Over keys. Yeah. That should be fine. We'll do that. Okay. And now for the last labyrinth. Oh my. Well, we can try it. Yeah, we can try it. If it works. If we can. Yeah, I mean... We might not be able to do this until we level a little bit. Might as well do these though. Ooh, move it. Yeah, I might actually have to level before I do this one. I didn't realize it was 75 for the level. Oh well. One doesn't have a golden key system. That's the one thing I really hate is when they do the golden key. Whoa. Oh, I have to get the... Well, oh, I do have to get... That's not good. Dead. I'm dead.
Apparently, this...
Okay, yeah. So, I'm gonna have to level before I do the last labyrinth. Okay with that. But basically, it's the same thing as the other labyrinth. Let's run some maps. Oh, let's, actually, we can call it a day. A night. We can call it a night. We finished everything we wanted to do. Got through the lab. Got through Acts 1 through 10. So I think we will call it a night. Get those last red coins in. Thank you for that follow. Deece82, thank you for that follow. You're an awesome shiny gem. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Anyone we want to see who's on to raid? Let's see, anyone on? Oh no, they just got off. Hey. I'm looking forward to the next POE stream. Thank you. Before we go, as a reminder, Discord has the community choice every Friday. We play the game you guys want me to play. So this week's community choices are between Path of Exile, Stardew Valley, Art, which is our new emote that I'm making, so artwork in general, and Dead by Daylight. So if you want your voice heard and you want to see the game, go for that. But yeah, we got through the last act. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we'll probably be playing more than just this character now that we've gotten through all of the acts and whatnot. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions about it, you can always ask and hang out. Anything else? If you've missed any of them, you can go to the YouTubes and they'll be coming up for the acts here in the next couple of weeks. But I will see you guys all next time. And most importantly, please don't forget, stay shiny!